Let's talk punk, because the Three Chords Punk Festival is happening next month. So you've got still another 6 weeks or so to go to get your tickets for this. 24 bands appearing this year. Pete Kliske is one of the organisers and the founder, actually, aren't you, Pete?
One of the founders.
One of the founders,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
How long has it been going for now?
This is the third year this year.
Right. Growing each year?
Yes. Already got a great reputation around the country. 24 bands from all corners of the country are playing again this year. All quality bands.
Why did you start it?
Well, I've had a sort of long history in punk, as indeed Penzance has as well, with hosting the likes of the Ramones, Sex Pistols, The Damned, Sham 69 in 1977 at the Winter Gardens. And punk throughout the country had a massive boost in 2007, the 30th anniversary of a lot of the bands forming.
Course, yeah.
And really, it's just mushroomed since. And so lots of sort of punk festivals that we've gone to around the country. We just wanted to bring it back home in some ways to Penzance.
So punks who would have been punks in 77, 78 are now what, pushing 50?
Last year the UK subs headlined for us.
Yeah.
Charlie Harper, the lead singer, was actually 70.
70?
Yeah, so we've literally got the full span of the generations from toddlers to granddads, or even potentially great-granddads. So it really is a family festival where people can enjoy some great music and experience a festival atmosphere in Cornwall. They can camp if they want, or they can go home and sleep off and come back again.
And is it a safe environment? And the only reason I say that is because 30 years ago, punk was seen as quite, I don't know, rebellious, violent.
At times, they're not a completely safe environment. I mean, a lot of the media sort of blew that aspect up anyway. I mean, punk rock is probably the most intellectualised form of music and lyricism there is, and also very pertinent now with austerity. Obviously, very political in the lyrics, but completely friendly. We've got the punk grannies that are going to be sewing on people's patches for them, right down to a youngsters' mosh pit where we're going to issue kind of free earplugs, and they can kind of dance in safety at the front as well. So, yes, a completely friendly atmosphere, which indeed the majority of punk gigs and ethos always was anyway, quite frankly.
Yeah. Who have you got playing this year then?
This year we've got, again, some great acts. What I would say, we have 600 applications from all around the country. And
from bands?
That's right, and there's 24 slots. So the bands that are playing are the top 4% that have applied, so every single band is complete quality. But probably the bigger ones this year are, we've got TV Smith back from the adverts, with Gary Gilmore's Eyes of Fame, the Restarts, Vice Squad, Becky Bondage, for anyone that is still in love with her. She still looks great. The Lurkers, Goldblade, featuring John Robb, who's a very prominent music journalist. He's on Breakfast TV, in fact, a few weeks ago. And say 24 bands in total. Dirtbox Disco, who are insane and taken the north by storm. Some of their gigs, they're having to shut the doors at the moment around Manchester.
Are they?
So it's an unbelievably great chance to see 24 brilliant bands.
Is this still an underground movement, punk?
I suppose it has got that underground feel about it. I think people that are into punk are very passionate and see it as a crusade that perhaps you don't get with almost any other music. So a lot of punks are like to be on the edge of things. So the answer is probably yes. It kind
of goes against the punk ethos, doesn't it, to be mainstream? Because that's the whole point of being a punk, isn't it?
Well, I mean, punk isn't mainstream. I mean, that's
what I'm saying. It doesn't want to be mainstream.
No, that's exactly. So you don't tend to find. Just trying to think of the words really, but they're still combining the ethos of punk.
Yeah.
Certainly a lot of anti-austerity lyrics as well, but with accessible music. I suppose the point I was trying to get across is anyone could come to this festival, whether they're punk or not, and think, my God, what a great band this is, regardless of whether they're particularly into punk in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, have you been into punk since the 70s?
I heard the first Ramones album in 1976 and took my entire record
That was it,
collection,
was it?
threw it out the next day.
Did you really?
Yeah, I mean, it was a year zero experience for myself.
Wow. Who do you think have been the big players in the punk scene, as far as you're concerned?
Well, I suppose the Clash, I would say, were my favourite band ever. The Ramones, number 2. The Adverts, number 3, I would say. And I guess the best band in the world by a mile at the moment is Rancid.
Where do punks look at the Sex Pistols? Are they a bit of a joke?
There's certainly they kicked a lot of it off, but I think a lot of punks wouldn't put them in their top 3 or 4 bands of all time. I mean, Anarchy in the UK, a seminal moment, absolutely brilliant song. But a lot of people forget they had the one album, and were finished playing in '78.
Yeah, they weren't around massively.
No,
long,
that's
were
right.
they?
I mean, obviously they've got a massive place in it, but my own personal view, they're not, top of my list of bands.
Yeah, it's interesting. Something like the Sex Pistols, they were, I think they ended up quite mainstream in the end. Do you know what I mean? Because of all the things that they did and their publicity they got, they were in the papers quite a lot.
That's that's Malcolm McLaren's project. So there was that that side of it. Apart from the music that a lot of other bands didn't have. And you go back to your initial comment about violence and things like that. Well, a lot of that comes from the Pistols and the media at the time. As opposed to what was happening in other bands in the scene.
Yeah, indeed. What about tickets then? Where can people get tickets from?
Tickets are available. £55 for the weekend, £30 day tickets, only £5 for 15 and unders. And they're available at www.threechordsfestival.co.uk. And if you prefer to pay in cash and are in the Penzance area, they're available at the Farmers Arms.
28th, 29th and 30th of August.
That's right, weekend. Yes. And again, at the beautiful grounds of Treve Estate.
Yeah.
So we're kind of billing it as a bit of the beauty and the chaos. We've got the beauty of Treve Estate at the grounds and the chaos of punk.
I like the irony of punk being played at that estate.
I mean, it's it doesn't get any better from an ironical point of view.
Yeah, indeed. Can you see this carrying on annually? You've done. This is your third one.
This is the third one now. Yeah, and I think that certainly is the plan.
Okay.
I mean, we're astounded at what a name we've kind of got, on the punk festival scene, in the third year.
Yeah.
That's certainly the intention.
All right. Well, good luck. Just remind people of tickets and things like that. Just where can people get tickets from?
Yeah. So on the website, which is www.threechordsfestival.co.uk, and follow the ticket link. As I say, it's £55. That includes 3 days camping as well, actually. And £30 for a day ticket and £5 for the under 15s and free for the under 5s.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you for coming in. Good luck with the festival. Hope it goes well. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to play The Clash.
Excellent.
Seeing as they were one of your favourites.
Good choice.
All right. Here we go. And we do have a live session coming up for you shortly, by the way, from Kelly Oliver. That's on the way. But first, The Clash.